Don't analyze dreams. 3 things you should not analyze: life experiences, dream experiences, meditation experiences. Just listen to them. Just go through them. That's all. Like, when you are going in a traffic in Bangalore city, now many vehicles are in front of you. They are stopping you. You don't analyze them. You just go through that traffic jam. You don't analyze why that fellow is putting his horn, why that fellow has slowed down. What happened in the front of the road? Why people are not moving? You don't analyze anything. You just sit calmly. After 1 hour, when the jam clears, you go away. You don't analyze the jam at all. In Calcutta, Hooghly, on the bridge, I have spent many hours because of the jam. No vehicle moves. So I keep there for 2 hours, 3 hours. Do you think I should analyze the situation? No. That's a very nightmarish situation on the Hooghly bridge in Calcutta. So what? That is the time for meditation, yaar. Never waste your energies in analysis, stupid analysis of your dreams. Don't think you are too wise. You are not at all wise with your analysis or trying to do analysis. Why my mom died when I am young? Why? Why my child died? What are all these questions? Understand what is that? There is no death. That's all. There is the matter over. Don't analyze why I am poor in spite of being good person. Why that the other fellow is very rich in spite of being a very bad person. Why? All this. Why is? Understand that, yes, in this Janma you are poor, in the other Janma you are rich. In this Janma you are a female, in the other Janma you are male. So what? Why I am female? What are all these questions? You should never try to analyze 3 questions, 3 meditation questions, dream questions, lifetime questions. So in PA system we don't allow any analysis. We go through them like a traffic jam, coolly, calmly. We don't discuss jam situations.
A very good morning, wonderful afternoon, and a great evening to your friends and masters joining us from across this beautiful world. Welcome to day 3 of Sankalp. Dear friends, we are always making choices in everyday life. And this choice of being here on this journey on day 3 is a choice that we all have taken to connect with our own inner self. Coming out of that hustle and bustle of everyday life, being in the present moment awareness, without dwelling into what happened in the past or without worrying about what will happen in the future. We are here in the present moment. Well, I won't say this is a time that we just spend in meditation, rather, more than time spending here, I'll say time that we invest in meditation. Because even an hour of meditation helps us to get miraculous 23 hours, other 23 hours a day, be more productive, and have overall holistic well being in our lives. With this, it's with pure joy and gratitude. I now invite Chandra sir to take over today's session. Welcome, sir, and over to you.
Thank you, Neha madam. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon. A beautiful evening. So we do and we can have many experiences in meditation. Our intentions are there, and intentions intensify with regular meditation, because one side you calm yourself, and so then you have the ability to focus. Another side, you are by every day becoming empty. You're becoming something that's far greater than you. Some of it in that video, Patrizi was mentioning briefly. that many things can happen we don't understand. So why analyze? If we study spiritual science, if we go through a program like this for long enough, then we will understand many aspects automatically. We don't have to analyze. It comes to us. We spend an engineering degree for 4 years. We spent 4 years in getting an engineering degree, several years in getting a PhD. But when it comes to results of a practice like this, the expectation is that it needs to happen like in 2 days, 3 days. I sit down, then I close my eyes and observe the breath. Okay, there's something should happen and don't happen at all. Expectation of results. How reasonable is that? To have and want to have something immediately right now. Because we fundamentally came to a conclusion that if I take a pill, something happens today. And so meditation also should act like a pill. Something happened today. If you understand meditation, hand in hand with the knowledge path is helping us to change slowly but surely. We need to give that adequate time. If you want a life to change, then we need to give that adequate time. We say that don't have to give 4 years like an engineering degree, but we say you give a few days at least before. You say whether it's working for you or not working for you. We'll understand a bit of science today after meditation, but we also understand the experiences that happen in meditation. What happens in meditation, rather the experiences, what kind of experience we are having, just so that you understand they're okay to have. One of the biggest myths of meditation is that when people do not understand why some experience is coming to me, then they drop, they're fearful, so they drop out of meditation. Another, of course, is that you're practicing for a few days, couple of days, 3 days. Since you're having thoughts, then the other myth is that, oh, I have just too many thoughts, that means it's not for me. Because in your mind, you pre-concluded that thoughts means it's not a good meditation, which is not true. These two are the biggest myths of meditation, why people are starting but the leaving. And so let's go through meditation again and then understand a little bit around the experiences and also signs. Introducing the mind and the process of mind and how meditation, each layer of the mind is helping. We're practicing breath meditation. Very, very simple process, which is to simply observe the breath with your eyes closed. We welcome anyone who is joining today. Absolutely fine. The process of meditation is to simply close your eyes and observe the breath. The goal of meditation is to know yourself, and then the first step that happens when you do close your eyes and observe the breath is to slowly go into lessen thoughts to an empty states of the mind. The goal of meditation is to know yourself eventually, that you are an infinitely potential person, that you're always existing. You are the existence. that you have this God's power within you, the power of this existence within you. And this starts by emptying the mind, transcending body and mind, relaxing the body slowly, slowly, withdrawing senses to forget about the body, and then and then emptying the mind of thoughts so that we go beyond the mind. Mind is dissolved. And so then we are suddenly going beyond body and mind. It happens automatically when you relax the body and then observe the breath with your eyes closed, 2 steps. So the process is very, very simple. And as you see in the picture, I want you to sit down, relax, either on the sofa or in a chair or on the floor, fingers into fingers, hands in a lap, comfortably placed and rested, closing your eyes. If you're wearing spectacles, remove them and observe your breath, resting your attention anywhere on the nose. Observe your natural, normal breath at that point on the nose. As a reference point, you take a point on the nose as a reference, and then put your attention there. And then observe the breath that is going in and coming out at that point. And observe the breath. And then you attend to the breath. Slowly, mind is becoming calmer. Thoughts are coming down. Slowly, in due course, you may go into an emptier state. Be there. Whatever happens to you at that point, notice it. But when you're observing the breath, your attention is on the breath initially for a few seconds, suddenly it goes off, and then you'll be in thought. You notice that you're in a thought. If you're in a thought, come back to attend to the breath again. If you're in thought, come to breath. If 1,000 times your attention gets distracted away and then goes into thought, you come back and are determined to bring your attention back to breath 1,000 times. So relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably, relax your body. With your eyes closed, dear friends, relax yourself. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. I will play light music. we are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that calmness, emptiness. Inside of you, all around you. As the mind is becoming calmer, emptier, all that energy is channelized into the present moment, developing awareness. Your body begins to function at its best. It is natural to have thought. When you notice you aren't thinking, go back to observing your breath. Simply move your attention to the breath again. become aware of the emptiness, that calmness, as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of limitless possibilities. The longer you are in this calmness, emptiness, the more possibilities you draw into your life. The more clearer you become. Everything that you ever experienced or will experience is here in this field of limitless possibilities. The longer you are in this field, in this emptiness, energy, the more you tune in to these experiences matching your intentions of love, of empowerment, of the mystic, of healing, or whatever that may be. Merge into the emptiness. The field of no body, of no thing, in no place and no time. That's energy. Friends, at this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everyone. Express gratitude to your parents for giving a beautiful connection to life. Your gratitude to to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is precursor to experience. Give thanks to all the people in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, who are helping you learn many aspects of life. Your gratitude to this nature, the bird, the fish and the animals, the planets, stars, for filling our lives with lots of energy, beauty, mystery, and more. Gratitude to the technology, government, systems, companies, for our life becomes comfortable and convenient with their support. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for taking care of others, and to this intelligent universe for helping us be in this life. Elevate yourself with a true feeling of gratitude, bringing great coherence into your life, bringing great creation into your life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, with your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, you may slowly open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. Let me put up a chart around meditation experiences. We understand them, then as we speak about them, you can write in the chat if you have experienced any of those. Every meditation, we may have something, we may not have something. And this is a very important aspect to master meditation. The question comes, am I sleeping? And on the lighter side. And all kinds of thoughts are coming. How do I know what is emptiness? Am I there? Am I doing rightly? And then, of course, there's so many distractions about workplace, about dinner, this, that, sleep. All these are common questions, common thoughts that are there for people, which is natural, right? Which is natural. We just have to get ourselves comfortable with what's happening. And we must have to get ourselves, be aware to not keep thinking that I'm going to get something in every meditation. It's a process dealing with the invisible. According to quantum physics, we are energy and matter. Two things, right? We are energy and matter. Matter in the body, but if you actually go into the body, and then see at the micro level, at the subatomic level, you'll find nothing and they found that it's only filled with energy. Everything is energy. By default, we're energy. When we become matter, we show up as this bodies, as everything that's around us, as touch and feel, sensory experience through some process. But default state of everything is energy. And we go into and experience that energy through meditation when we let go of the matter, which is the process of meditation that we are doing every day. The process of meditation that we do, where we withdraw senses by closing our eyes, and we drop thought by observing our breath. These two have the beautiful effect of dropping the matter, forgetting about ourselves, our environment. When I say drop the matter, dropping your body, forgetting about your body, your environment, everything that ever exists. How many people today here had an experience where you did not have or did not feel your body? Did anybody feel that? You didn't know where you were. You may be slightly aware you are there, but you don't know. You didn't feel your body, you didn't experience your body at all. All you know is that yes, you exist, you are doing something called meditation, maybe, and many of them don't even know that. Can I enable the chat to be everyone? Because I do see lots of messages, but going only to hosts and panelists. So many are writing, yes, I have, and seen and didn't feel the body and mind at all. And so it happens because we are going through a process, which is a process that is helping us get in beyond the body and mind into this field of invisible, which is called energy, consciousness, God stuff, soul stuff. So some experiences that are classified that can happen when you meditate, and then you may not have any experience at all. And these experiences that I put up on the chart here, they happen randomly, meaning there is no predictability. It may happen today, it may not happen at all for the next 1 month. Or nothing may happen for 1 month, but suddenly you'll find something happening to you on day 31. So there's no predictability, it's not linear. The experiences are not linear, but the benefits will slowly and slowly accrue. Many times we don't notice it because you're working on the field of invisibility, like a sculptor. Keep chipping a stone. Do you notice visible change every day? The banging on the stone, do you notice a change? It is internal. Several times. A big stone is taken and then is sculpting and then is hitting here, hitting there, hardly anything moves. But suddenly, after 5 days of stroking, finally, suddenly it breaks. You know that there is something happening. Same thing here. We're working on the field of invisible, which is full of deep memories, and then they all slowly dissolve. Suddenly, one fine day, you find yourself to be light. You find yourself to be sleeping better. You find yourself to be not expressing too much anger anymore. In any case, but some of these experiences that can happen, and we put this chart up to tell you that this can happen and they're okay. That's all. And so continue your meditation. If you're experiencing any of these, it does not mean that you're doing something wrong in meditation, which means that you are actually going fine in meditation. If you didn't have any experience, it does not mean that you're doing anything wrong in meditation, which still means that you're doing right in meditation. But when people experience something, there is generally sometimes maybe worried, sometimes super excited. Neither of them need to be there. Just recognize that they are common, they can happen. If they happen, we simply observe them. And as you observe them, either you learn from them or you slowly that goes away and then moves into something else. Experience when they happen. So lightness and heaviness of body. If you experience, you can write in the chat, I experience lightness or heaviness. Body movements, body going sideways, left side, right side, forward. It goes, the head is drooping down, 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 down. Or your body, you're sitting and meditating, and suddenly it is slowly stretching up, 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 raising body. So that means there is energy raising up. Kundalini. There's some words called Kundalini. We don't need to get too stuck up on these words, but then energy, your body may be rising up. Your body may be rising up, but the body is same, but there is some energy shooting up inside. You know that. That's possible. That's possible. Some energy is shooting up, but the body is still, but there is something, there is an energy starting from somewhere shooting up. Or, there is a heart area, there is too much energy going on, or too much heaviness going on. It's called block or, opening up. Two things possible. Heaviness means that there is somewhere, there is movement of energy out there in the heart area, call this heart center. It's possible. Someone said energy is shooting up, and again, thoughts. Yes. So now all these experiences that I've written on the chart is not necessarily there for the whole duration of the meditation. They happen momentarily, maybe a few seconds. When seconds is what I'm figuratively speaking. You can't tell how long you were there in that experience, but it appears like it happens, and then it goes away, and you potentially may have gone into thought. Again, slowly, again, gone into some state, again, some kind of experience, again, thought. Possible. Everything is a possibility. The word possibility means it can happen, may not happen. Either way, it's okay. Tightness in fingers. Anybody feel the tightness in fingers? You are sitting down like that and simply observing the breath, but something is happening. Your fingers became tight. They're not coming out. They became very hard. They became like, iron fist. They became very, very strong. Is it possible? Or you did not feel them at all. You didn't even feel that your actually fingers existed. They melted away. How many people felt that? They melted away. I do see many of them saying yes, felt hard. Then feeling pains. Pains are possible. You sit down meditation, nothing is there. And then in meditation, suddenly you have a shooting pain, maybe in the back, maybe in an elbow, or at the top left shoulder or whatever. It's possible. It's possible that you might come have experience a pain, and then it disappears in meditation, or shortly after come out of meditation, slowly go away. Anything that starts in meditation will go away. We need not worry at all. It'll go away. This is good. Pains happen. What do? Don't open your eyes. Go through all these experiences that happen. Go through them. Don't analyze them. Just observe them. Witness. Observe. A whirling and floating sensation. Did anybody experience that? It is possible that your whole body may be rotating, or your body is still, but something is rotating inside. How many people felt that? Did anybody feel that something is rotating inside? Ding dong, it's going up and down, or no rotation. Vertical movement up and down, a rotation. Where something is rotating, you know it. These are different. And then some of you already answered that I did not experience my body at all. Non-existence of body and organ. Either an organ, your shoulder may not appear, or your head is there, everything else is not there, maybe your fingers are not there, or either your body is not there. Possible. Because in meditation, we are transcending body and mind as we are dropping senses, as we are not with the senses, are directing senses inward, pratyahara. Patanjali said asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. 6 states are there. And we're going through all 6 states in this simple meditation reference. Asana pranayama, we do Sukhamaya pranayama, we do Sthira Sukha asanam, that means the seat, posture. Pranayama, breath regulation. We do observe the breath. Observe the breath, you know what? Anytime if you are very stressful, if you sit down and just observe your breath, that is sufficient to bring your breath to be regulated. You can just try that. Your breath automatically gets regulated just by observing it. If it is shallow or long, it will automatically slowly come into a regular state of normal state, standard breathing. It will happen. So pranayama, pratyahara means withdrawing the senses inward. Very important aspect of dropping the body is to disconnect from the environment is by dropping the senses. Then dharana is to have a focus on something so that mind gets focused on something and slowly the whole thought process goes away and thoughts go away, then slowly forgetting about all this material self form of the past and future. The time is gone when thoughts are dropped. Technical aspect, but eventually you go beyond the body and mind to do this process. Seeing colors and visions, this is called astral experiences, mind body experiences, and you are seeing potentially visions, you're seeing masters, you're seeing your departed people. A lot of people, when somebody dies, I don't know, vacates the body, and they're so attached to them, they struggle to overcome the feeling, their memories. But it's possible that, if you tune in meditation to them, it's possible to see them, you speak to them, you converse with them. It's possible. Of course, it's possible because they simply gone to energy. Where did they go? Indian scripture, Bhagavad Gita tells, Jatasya dhruvam mrityu dhruvam janma mutasya cha. Whoever is born, guaranteed they are not going, the body goes away, they die. But then whoever is dying, definitely guaranteed to come back. They're simply there as energy. Matter became energy, that's all. And so that energy, and what is mind? Our memory, what is all life experience, our memories are all energy. Life experience are all memories, are all energy. Thoughts are energy. And so simply that energy is there, which defines who we are, and so then one can speak to them in meditation. So that it's possible that they come and to meditation, we see them. Visions. Sometimes they're like dreams, movies, go on. Observe them, all of them. Don't analyze them, observe them. And later, what you do with these experiences, dear friends, and later you write them down if you feel they're important. If you feel something it is telling me, and so write it down. If you see people are masters, you'll slowly develop the technique or ability to release a question to them at that point and with an intention. Say, okay, tell me if there is a message to me, please. And they can communicate to you. You go to a conference, you're going away from your home to a conference where a whole bunch of master leaders are there. And you meet somebody, and somebody is meeting you 2, 3 times. You feel like, oh, why am I running into this person? There may be something. So then you ask them, hey, who are you? And then find out, and then see if there is something that you can learn from them. Same thing here. You're driving on the road along the nice countryside, and you see something very, very, very beautiful. What do? You pause, and then you watch that, observe, entertain yourself, right? Wow, amazing. Let me see, take a picture. Here, in meditation, you don't take a picture, but you are entertaining yourself when you see some visions, a lot of hills, mountains, anything, colors. How many people saw any of those experiences today? All right. It's possible that you are seeing, and if you are experiencing a lot of tears and joy and bliss, and they're all absolutely fine, and in fact, you must continue. Don't stop your tears, especially in meditation, I tell you. Sometimes, a lot of times, it could be heavy tears, they're joyful tears, both are possible. Heavy tears means some kind of sadness, but let it go. The whole life, years and years of holding back, holding back. You are in a family, and then you are the sibling, and then nobody even allow you to speak, and you're always suppressed. You want to speak, they suppress you. They hold. That comes out. You want to just release that emotion. Release it. Right. And no specific experience is the last bullet, and it is absolutely fine. Too much yawning, somebody said. Now, sleepy, I think somewhere it must be there. Feeling sleepy, yes. Is a meditation release a lot of chemical called melatonin. The melatonin chemical is produced. It takes you into sleep state, dreamlike states. Meditation takes you into dreamlike states. So any of these experiences are possible, and then sleepiness is possible, yawning is possible. That means you are going into this dream sleep state. Is called delta state. You are going into a state like that. It's just fine. When you felt you slept, don't come back and say, I slept and I'm sleeping and my meditation is not working great. Continue. Sleep is part of meditation process. Now, you only a best judge for yourself whether you are tiring yourself too much in any given day and then you're only sleeping for 2 hours, you sit down for meditation. Possibly you would have really slept because the body is very tired, but still okay. Yoga Nidra, it's called. It's still okay. You're getting the deep relaxation in meditation. Sleep is just fine. And so any of these experiences are possible. And then what do you do with experience? Recognize that number one, they're safe. Safe. They're okay. Have experience. Don't get too excited or don't feel scared. Suppose, did anybody experience where you're falling from a tall, a very high mountain, you're falling into an abyss. You're falling into an abyss. Something very deep and dark, and you're falling. Possible. Anybody experience when you're going through a very high speed tunnel, your speed going through like a jet speed. You feel like it's just going through, I don't know where it's going through, it's like a portal. These are possible. And intense amount of energy at the third eye center, eyebrows, between the eyebrows, very common. Tingling sensation happens at eyebrows. This is also possible. All these experiences, dear friends, are possible. And they are normal, and your head may be heavy and feeling all of this is normal. Anything that happens in meditation, which you're not creating it, but it's happening to you, that is meditation experience. Observe it. But if you're thinking about dinner and then, this, that, I don't know, vanilla, and those are all thoughts, they're thoughts, then come to the breath. That's simple guidance here. And before I wanted to say a couple of words, things about just about understanding the brain and body. Our brain, three areas. And then a little bit of this we understand. A little bit, we don't need to know a lot of it, but a little bit. The three areas. The blue color brain is called neocortex, which is the human mind, where humans have possessed it. Animals hardly have it developed, only humans have this huge development. Like you can see, this is slightly disproportionate, but the blue is a lot bigger than here, and then the green, and then the orangish color, three things, right? The blue is much bigger, about 90% size. And then that is about learning, visualization, cognitive capabilities, decision making, also cognitive capabilities. Neocortex is a technical term, conscious mind, it's called. We use the word conscious mind. So, in this process of what it is, when I use the word conscious mind, that's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to this typical mind of ours, which is about learning, which is about reasoning, which is about decision making, cognitive capabilities, which is about visualization. They simplified mind. Okay, there are neuroscientists here. Don't get too angry if there is not too much simplification here. Then limbic brain is this tiny. It should be small, and then it's a brain that is there in the center, middle of it, somewhere hidden inside. It is called subconscious mind, and this is the place which is what driving most of our life's experiences through habits, emotions, perceptions, our conditioning, our habit of belief. What do you believe? I'm not lucky. And so because of that, then you stop attempting anything. Even if you attempt something, you say, I'm not a lucky person, nothing good is going to happen. And because of that, actually, you start creating a negative reality rather than you getting something. The belief is that. Belief says my body won't heal. That's a belief. And so because of that, then you have an habitual thing that, okay, anyway, it's not going to heal. I can't do things. I can't do that. You stop doing things. You yourself have reasoning around every belief you have. So they're all stored. And most of our life is driven through this part of the brain. It's a tiny part of the brain. Then the third thing is the brainstem or reptilian brain is the brain that is your identity. Your identity. You preserve. Say the ego, a lot of those are here. Now let's look at this. This is what the brain is capable. Brain is for three areas: conscious, subconscious, and call it superconscious. Why you call it superconscious? Because this is with its identity, it expresses something in some way. It tries to keep itself. Now, I just watch this a little bit. What happens? A normal brain. Then if you divide into two states, a stressful brain, which is every day, lots of all the negative reality that has been conditioned into say life is difficult, this is not possible, that's not possible, then it is slowly, slowly losing a lot of its energy. When your stress is there, brain loses its energy, and then this is what happens. Mm, wait, here. The three areas a stressful brain is very disturbed. If the show is dark because two things happen. The neurons that are there in this brain, they become very rigid, and then the glue or the chemicals that are there to help it thrive, it slowly, slowly, slowly uh, depletes, depletes. And a stressful brain, then according to the body mechanisms, the blood circulation, many things are happening less and less, and so then it is not generating itself. And it is very disturbed in the conscious part of the brain, and it is very fearful, and it's got these habitual behaviors in the subconscious part of the brain, and then it's egoistic in nature, and it is separating itself in the superconscious part of the brain. It thinks it's separate, it has got to be its own very, very identity, and it is here dominating this and that. There's kinds of specific behavior. Whereas if you meditate, on the other hand, it becomes very beautiful, slowly rejuvenating. And then it becomes very restful. The whole entire conscious part becomes restful. When you are restful, then a lot happens to you. A lot of generation happening. And then at a subconscious level, the belief system at a high level changes to you're very courageous, from fear to courage. You have very conscious behaviors. Means you know what you're doing. You understand what is right and not right, and then according to behave. And then in the third part of the brain, you're at a high level, you are becoming more one. You're more surrendered. You say, you don't try to dominate. You don't have to say, I exist and nobody exists. Instead, you are recognizing that, okay, there is something out there which is far more superior, far more powerful. Einstein said, the field is the sole governing agency of the matter. There is energy, there is quantum field, there is matter. He said the field is the sole governing agency of the matter. The body, the way we show up, and then everything that is happening here, material world, is the sole governing agency is the field. Consciousness is a word where we use this word. There is some intelligence out there. That intelligence is us, is what we recognize. And so then we come to that conclusion, we come to this thing that we're in a state of one, a state of surrender, state of wholeness, something that's happening when you meditate. Okay, we're going to expand these in the next few days, but a little bit of scientific understanding here. Two states here. Right side picture, I want you to pay attention, which is saying that initially the right side, the graphs are about brain state, and initially stressful brain is the stress state, the blue color. The brain wave frequencies, they measure thought frequencies. Our brain is full of thought, right? And so you measure the thought's frequency, and then that's what there is. Stressful thought is at a certain frequency, 20 to 40 hertz, and which is essentially depletes and moves the brain into, it depletes all energy in there, and then doesn't let the neurons to regenerate. All that happens because of stressful thinking, worrisome thinking, fearful thinking, all of that is there because coming from past. It's all coming from past. And a meditator, when they're meditating, the brain is going into this more beneficial states below: fast learning, creativity, insights, healing, peak performance. It's going into those states. That's what the note is. It's all those unwanted, stressful thinking goes away. You go into a speed learning state, creative insight state, theta state, it's called, delta state. The brain waves, as the measure for a meditator, they notice that stress brain waves go away, and then even the focused attention goes away. Instead, you go into a speed learning state, alpha, theta, very, very highly beneficial states of for human. And so then meditators find that when you meditate, you can learn faster. You receive a lot of things. Analytical mind, logical mind is there in between, is a barrier. Wants to analyze, wants to judge, wants to reason everything. Suppose I'm speaking right now, and if you're analyzing here also, then you're missing the point. You're not listening, right? And so regularly meditate, we have become a receptor. So we actually start listening. a little bit to learn. And then I listen, then of course, then if you listen with attention, that's called completely not having any activity in the brain at that point. Then you're listening with attention, so then you're receiving more. So that's all is happening, dear friends. And the left side, there's lots of research which is saying that entire this conscious brain, the neocortex is developing a lot with, many neuron development is happening. Okay. So the conscious mind is beautifully rested with meditation, right? And so then as it rests, then we go into these beneficial states of the brain. Stressful and focused state will go away into a lot more states of the entire brain, as you see, you have many areas, body awareness area, taste area, motor control, smell area, hearing area. They all get developed beautifully. And when they get developed, then our learning is faster. Your creativity is more because we are a creative individual. All that is there coming from conscious mind. And so then all of them happen. You bring solutions. If anybody here who is experiencing a lot of, experience solutions in your meditations, you can write in the chat, because in meditation outside, you feel, as ever since started meditating, you feel solutions come to you. You have problems at workplace and problems in home. Some kind of solution comes to you and you're able to just simply apply it and feel good that, you solve the problem that you're looking at. Called ordinary solution state happens automatically. Before we conclude, dear friends, I'd like to do one thing quickly. Our intention. I would like us to, at this point, close our eyes and then energize our intention, and then we conclude with that. Right? Energize that intention. The intention that you set, whatever that you came here for. I'm here to become regular meditation. I'm here to experience my higher self, connect with that greatest self, that who I am. I want to have that experience of wholeness and see what that is like. And I want to gain some mystical experience. I'd like to heal my body, right? Whatever that is. Close your eyes. Bring up your intention. Affirm it. Whatever that is that you are wishing to experience. Relax in deeply if necessary by taking a slow breath. And then now I'd like you to visualize as if your intention is already happening to you. What new experiences do you have if that intention is already happening to you? Your body healed. So what new experience you have because your body healed? Your growth in the business, the career happened. What new experience you have because that happened? Visualize as if all those intentions are already happening to you. That means you have new experience, new future. I want you to elevate yourself to the energy of God's energy, unlimited energy power you have. I want you to momentarily think that you have limitless potential. We call this God's energy. You have infinite power. Elevate yourself that you have infinite power. With that power that you are visualizing, that this intention that you came here with has already happened. That power is going through every cell of your body, that I am healing, I am energizing, I'm getting the greatest clarity of doing what to do next. I'm gaining all that peace. And if you're peaceful, if you're energetic, if you're healed, what experience do you have? Visualize the future, friends. Another minute with a lot of emotion in your body. their emotions of spending time with people, traveling, serving, helping, learning, experiencing, whatever that may be, feel it. Okay, please. Okay, dear friends, we give time for these intentions every day in this process, sometimes for journaling. So tomorrow we'll do some journaling. Please do have your pen and paper with you about our intentions, about our meditation experiences. We do journaling. So thank you very much for joining. And tomorrow we will talk about, while we have these intentions, what stops us from being in this future regularly? What stops us from manifesting? We all have dreams and goals, but something stops us. And I looked at this brain and I said, okay, here is the present state to the future state. And then what is stopping for us from going from present state to the future state? Everybody wants to be courageous, but then why we don't go? And what is it that is holding us back, and how meditation helps changing our behaviors? And I'll understand this tomorrow. So look forward to seeing you again. Yes, Neha, madam.
Yes, sir. So there are announcements. Friends, today we have full moon meditation, high energy days to go into the longer meditation and tap into the group energies on full moon. It will be at 9 p.m. IST, 9 to 12. And also on your support circles, we will be sharing this book, if you can see, Breath Mindfulness Meditation. I'll say a one glance book kind of book, a very short book, but it will help us to understand the fundamentals of meditation and definitely deepen our understanding. Thank you. It is also available on Buddha CEO app under resources section. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. So those of you who started the journey, we know it. You're looking for this meditation. Today is Guru Purnima, which is a beautiful way to be with a master, to be understanding, to be offering our deep gratitude to the masters, our teachers, parents, our first teachers. Greatest amount of gratitude you can give in meditation at the end of meditations. And of course, everybody we come across in our life for all our teachers, because we learn from them. Every person we learn, ordinary people, ordinary wisdom, extraordinary people, extraordinary wisdom. And then particularly those of our mentors and teachers were always there, who are lifted us up. So it's a beautiful way to meditate and then express our deep gratitude on this Guru Purnima, or meditate with any of the teachers. It's a great way to bring our family together, meditate today, by the way, because family members, everyone are great teachers to us, right, friends? So see you all. Thank you very much. And I do see a lot of questions. I'll be happy to answer them after this short break. And then those of you who have planned time till this time, no problem. These recordings are available. You can go back and watch the recordings. About several informal Q&A happens every day after we formally close. And you can go through them at appropriate time. And otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Okay.
There are few questions. May I start taking the questions?
Yes. Yes.
Uh, the question is, why do we need to fold our legs when we are sitting on the sofa or chair? Any scientific reason behind this posture?
Scientifically speaking, when we are our body and restless is typically our hands and legs are quite energetic in a stressful situation because too much activity is strengthen them, and so they move too freely. Restlessness means moving freely, and so then having gently crossed legs and fingers help them to be locked, and so then if hands and legs move, mind gets distracted. But spiritually speaking, there is an energy circuit formed when you are crossing fingers and legs, and so then you are keeping the energy within you. Next one.
The next question is, why I'm not able to focus continuously on my breath?
Yeah, many distractions are there out of fears, out of anxieties, out of a poorer understanding of life. Our deep emotions that are called subconscious layer emotions are constantly bringing up thought. And so then the thoughts are coming out of this deeper layers, something that I'll talk about tomorrow. And which is what causes a lot of distraction. They come from this chitta, ground of all thinking. So it comes because of fears, attachments, and memories that you not let go from the past. Somebody died 10 years ago, you cannot let go of them. It's things that have happened, the business, you lost a lot of finances, everything, lost your ground. So it all comes from poor understanding of life. And so then these thoughts keep coming up around it. This whole process of meditation is to help us to first layer calm them, calm the mind, even if they come. Second layer, slowly to look at and say, where do they come from? And then change that area. That's the part they're going to talk about tomorrow. They come from something called subconscious program and understanding of life the way we understand. We need to change that. Then slowly, then they stop coming. Okay.
Yes, sir. So the next question is, even if sleep brain will be restful, right? What is the difference between sleep versus meditation state?
Sleep is similar to meditation. Sleep, meditation, depth. 3. Sleep, you are out of your body temporarily, unconsciously, but when you have deep sleep, you are going into those states of theta and delta, deeper states where you are slowly, not the mind is not working, is resting. And you're there temporarily, mostly unconsciously, but then you are given things like dreams. When you have deep sleep, then you have dreams. And dreams are similar to experience you have in meditation. The meditation is where you're consciously, many times, aware of what's happening to you. Consciously aware of what's happening to you. That's a meditation. And then death is, so meditation and sleep, temporarily you have an experience, out of the body experience of having the energy field experience. In meditation, consciously aware of that experience temporarily. Death is, of course, permanently you're there, going into this field of energy. All right. But all of them are experiencing something that is out there. Physiologically speaking, yes, bodily, yes, sleep reduces the activities of the mind, goes at calmness, so that the body rejuvenates greatly. And meditation is precisely taking you to the same state pretty quickly. That's all. Meditation, consciously intending to relax your mind, and so you consciously intend to relax your mind, and then closing your eyes, observe the breath, has a beautiful way of bringing the thought activity. And so then you go into a deeper states quickly. Whereas if you didn't do that, instead just lie down and sleep. And what happens? Lots of worries are there in the mind. The worries are going on, going on, going on. And so then your sleep only don't come for 90 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, like the rolling on the bed. But the meditation, which is supported with the process of knowledge that we're going to go through, then slowly, slowly, as you, first of all, observing the breath itself has a beautiful ability to reduce the thoughts. And so then you're doing that, your active process. And so you're actually bringing the thoughts down pretty quickly. So a meditation process is far superior to getting into a deeper sleep state, or sleep states, because you are calming the mind down. The knowledge, well, anything that is poor has understanding from thoughts coming from inside. Now the knowledge, a better knowledge will also help us to avoid fears and avoid worries, and so then unnecessary thoughts won't come. These two together, meditation, knowledge together, is taking you into deeper sleeps much faster, and then getting you into those states of regeneration faster. Right. So as meditation anytime is far better than sleep, and sleep is a fundamental requirement for the body. Right.
So another question, two questions rather.
Right.
The first is astral travel important? Should one try to practice it if it has not happened? That's the first part of the question. The other one is, I feel like meditating long meditations every day. Is it normal? Can it be done every day? Thank you.
One second.
It's in Q&A.
Q&A. I,
Shruti ji.
what's the question? Where is that?
Sir, Shruti Deshpande, ma'am.
Is it possible, like, to ask two questions? Is astral travel important? Should only one try to practice it? I feel like meditating long meditation every day. Is it normal and can it be done every day? Thank you. Yes. So astral travel, not at all. You don't have to. Nothing is specifically required in meditation. All we have to do is to come and sit for meditation. Let things happen. If you're curious about it, experiment. But it's not necessary. The end state of meditation is that you're going to samadhi, or the two states. One is in meditative state, you are in this wholeness, oneness, blissful states, experiencing something more intense. That memory, all the experiences help you when you come out of meditation in a wakeful time to be very, very, very calm, and then go through moment to moment without necessarily getting hassled up. Ultimately, experiencing deeply what we are going through day to day is why we are here for. We are a sensory being. We have to live life greatly. And so going into those meditative states of deep joy, deep connection, deep wholeness will help us to come here in a day-to-day to feel, okay, if certain things don't happen, it's okay. It's not like end of life. We come into that centering as we go to the next moment, next experience without holding on to the past. So all these experience of astral travel or talking to a master, this and that, they're not necessary. What's necessary is to sit down and empty your mind by observing the breath and be in that state. Curiosity, want to learn something, want to experience something, go and explore. Any amount of subject is there. Second, I would like to practice it. Long meditations every day, absolutely normal. Go, if you want to meditate for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, meditate, no problem. Do it. Learn of sufficient knowledge along with it hand in hand, so that you know how to, when some things happen to you in meditation, you know how to guide yourself, right? But meditate, no problem. Next.
Yes, sir. Next question is, sir, in the morning we do breath mindful meditation, and what should we do throughout the day to enjoy the feeling of peace?
This meditation you do for 2 minutes, do for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Whenever you feel the peace is going away, that time sit down for another few minutes of meditation. You'll do far, I mean, apart from that, taking a walk into nature, right? That visualization we just did a little bit, closing your eyes and visualizing, using your active power of mind to visualize that things are going great for you, relaxing. You can do that. Tomorrow or day after, I'll introduce a technique called heart elevation, which is to a powerful way to activate our heart center. So you can do that technique. So these are some of those you can do, but this simple meditation is very, very useful because not only relaxing and maintaining your peace, but it's actually doing something far greater, connecting into this intelligence suddenly. So that's why it's a very powerful process. Next.
Uh, so, whether chronic stress and anxiety can be removed by practicing meditation daily?
Most easily. Most easily. The chronic stress means that there is lots of personality, identification, belief system that is set in there. And so they need to be worked on.
Mm.
My people at home are like this, they're just not changing. My life is this way, for example. My body, I just won't. So there is already some personality which causes certain level of frustration. All of this you have to change. The personality has to be looked at and then changed. And so then this process, this program will help you to change that, and so the stress will go away in due course. One is to calm the mind, but second is the rest of the day, if your personality is not changing, it keeps disturbing the mind again, right? And so that personality has to change. And this program is all about that, by the way. Yes.
Yes, sir. The next question is, does meditation naturally make people more detached?
Meditation makes you stay in the experience of life, yet be detached. Yes. Meditation makes you naturally give up the attachment and move to the next experience. But meditation does not let you detach from life itself. When it's rightly guided, meditation lets you stay in the game of life, but don't get attached to things unnecessarily, knowing that you have infinite to experience. For example, if your child has gone to school, then before meditation, constantly worrying, oh, went crying, what is that person? Is he okay? Is he all right? Oh, he's too naughty. Is he getting himself hurt there? What is happening? This is how you keep on, you're still attached to it, you keep on thinking. A meditative mother or a father are not thinking about them out of sight, out of mind. Because the more you think negative, the more you create the situation for the other person too, especially for an influencing person in their life and if they look up to you. A meditative mother is saying, oh, okay, fine, everything will be all right. He's gone there and teachers will take care of him greatly. The school will absolutely support him. That's the thinking you'll have. And then that's it, there it goes. Then again, a child should come into your mind when the child is showing up and the bus is coming. That's the time the child comes into your mind. Okay, I need to go there. So then our moments are there for us. They're not there now filled with your child's mind. Other boss's argument that happened with you some time ago. They go away. Attachments naturally go away, but that doesn't mean that you're giving up. You are there in the moment, in the experience of life. Next one.
Yes, sir. The next question is, why do we use music?
There are a few things that enhance meditation. Group meditation, full moon meditation, like today, we're going to do full moon time, lots of energy. And nature, you meditate in nature, there's a lot of energy. Meditate in a pyramid. We're not into the concept of pyramid that Patriji, the entire life, they talked about power of pyramids, pyramid meditation. It's like that music meditation. With music, meditation is more deeper, more enriching. People experience extreme depth as well as transcendence. And so we play music. It's not necessary. A group is not necessary, but it enhances. Many people say that, oh, in a group, I actually have great experience. Not necessary. Beginners benefit a lot. Well, as you become very, very senior and then you become master of meditation, then it doesn't matter. You have to have your own journey anyway, individual journey. And so now these are necessary. but they can be utilized when they are there. Next.
Yes, sir. Next is what we see in meditation. Is it our mind's imagination or it is something which really exists in the universe somewhere? Second, is it necessary to have an intention or can we just do meditation without any intention and let the universe decide what we should or need to do? Thanks. So, shall I repeat?
We're not imagining in meditation. Meditation means you're emptying you. And when you empty, now you are connected to the field, the quantum field of energy. Everything that exists is energy, and then energy is information. All experience of the past, present, future all exist out there simultaneously because there's no time. Now there are a lot of words out there. But there is fundamentally everything out there is there in the existence called quantum field of energy. Or in Vedic terms, it's called Brahmand. It's there. Okay, and so then we tune into it. We tune into it from material frequency. We're dropping ourselves, the mind, matter, dropped in meditation. Transcending is called. Then you are tuning into some information out there. You drive from home to office. Along the way, lots of things you see, but you tune into some, isn't it? You don't tune into everything. You tune into some. Something happens there. What do you tune into? Usually you tune into what is interesting to you or what is important to you. Suppose you're looking for a job, you tune into a big billboard about, oh, there's somebody is hiring. You tune into that. So typically you tune into what is matching to your intentions, things that you wish to experience. Everybody wants to experience something. So you tune into some information. You may not understand what that is then, because now you are tuning in as energy. So experiences are some things that are there already from the field that you are receiving. I mean, information you receive in every meditation, you tune in. Now, an experience is a visual representation of that immediately for some, for many it doesn't come. But the fact of the matter is that everybody is tuning in to information. Like everybody, when they're traveling by a train or a car or whatever, everybody is tuning into the information. Just that you don't remember, realize, consciously, unconsciously, you're tuning into the information. So is the case here in meditation, we're tuning into the information. It is coming into ourself. Our mind, which is nothing but a field of energy. Brain is a tissue. So we are tuning into us, and it translates to imagery for some in meditation or some kind of energy experience. But for many it doesn't. But it doesn't mean that they didn't tune in. They also tuned in. It is there. It'll come handy when during the day-to-day wakeful time. And it happens in sleep, it happens in meditation. Right? That's why people sleep, relax, and then come up and then come up with a solution. They think that I got all my solution because they're tuned in. And so the solution comes. Meditation is a faster way of getting solutions. Second question, is there a question there?
Yes, sir. Thank
Intentions
you.
are not necessary. Intentions are not necessary. The process of intention here we're doing is making it conscious to whatever that we already think. Everyone has coming with something or the other. If somebody has a curiosity and say, okay, I would like to meditate, I want to know more. That's your intention. To know more, so know more. By intensifying it, you'll know more. Because we are trying to bring attention to that intention so that you experience that sooner than later. All right. Now, the other thing is in a true surrender state where you don't have intentions come from within, means what is necessary comes from within. All intentions are that way. If you notice the process of intention today, yesterday, when I played the video, we said, okay, relax yourself and allow things to come up to you. So that means we are saying you're not thinking and creating something here, and a mind as they're asking you to allow something to come up to you. That means that intuitive mind is bringing it up to you. Which is, where is it coming from? It's coming from the field, from your higher self. If you do the process right of meditation, then your wakeful time, if your feelings arise, say, okay, this is something I'd like to experience. So it's already coming from somewhere. And then once that idea, thought comes, then you start acting on it. All right. So your question is, should I start with intention? If you're not clear about what that intention is, if you are worried that it may be a mind-based play, then don't bother. Sit with into meditation and then let some things come up to you, which you catch it as a feeling and say, okay, this is what it's telling me. It's telling me to go and meet that person. It's telling me to go and learn this skill. And so now I'd like to learn the skill. Now your intention is to learn the skill. So you still somewhere it has to come from. And you have to hold on to that and then you have to give attention to that. And it comes into your life. That's the process. So they're not necessary to start with. But somewhere when something comes to you, then you're making a conscious effort to do an action. And for that, you intensify by putting your energy, you're utilizing your energy of mind actually, while energy of soul also actually for manifesting. We cover some of these topics in the second week or third week. Next one.
Yes, sir. What is the difference between beta state and gamma state, as both are in high frequency state?
Yeah.
As mean lower the frequency, more we the calm and meditative state.
Yeah, lower the frequency until delta. Until you go to delta, which is close to zero frequency, then you're absolutely still and one with it. Then what they've noticed that there is a state called gamma state, which is 40 hertz and above. It is beyond high beta. Now, that gamma state they've noticed is a peak performance state where people, especially international sports athletes or anybody who's intensely experiencing or giving high performance, they seem to be in those states. It is observed. So we don't, why it is at high frequency happening, it is observed. So there's an observation, correlation is there, that's all. So we can't say the higher means it's worse. What the correlation is, when it is high, above 40, and that threshold 40 and above to close to 100, they found that it is something very far superior performance is happening. A musician producing the best, a sportsman producing the best, an international athlete, like that. Some godly power takes over when they know that's a correlation they've done in research. And so then that gamma is a peak performance state, peak healing state. Potentially many things can happen. And sometimes, we hear this, and I had this experience, and then I changed person. I'm a changed person forever because in that all the brain circuits got rewritten. All the past knowledge got rewritten with some far superior experience of, let's say, a wholeness, oneness. You had such a profound oneness experience that you can't now think of anybody and everybody as part of you and anything else. That changes everything in life. One big learning changes everything else in life. Trying to take revenge, manipulate, dominate, trying to prove points, argue, trying to judge. All these drop when you have one single experience that you have won. What are you judging? What are you commenting? What are you dominating? What you want to manipulate? You are one with everything. An experience like that, which is called, which can happen in meditation, intensity of energy that is there, which is rewriting many brain circuits of past. And so that is one way of changing personality. Another is you're performing great. Gamma state, the notice. Read a book by Dr. Joe Dispenza or Mind to Matter by Dr. Joe Dispenza's book called You Are the Placebo and Mind to Matter, Dawson Church. These two books explain some more about this gamma state and what's happening.
Yes, sir. So the next question is, during meditation, I am calm and sleep, but after coming out of meditation, I'm anxious again.
Anxious again. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just started. I talked about in the beginning today. An engineering degree requires 4 years. So please continue the meditation process for maybe start for a few more days. And it's not just meditation. Practice is meditation and then knowing this wisdom to change your personality. What are you anxious about? Death? Health? Child's education? Your job? Increase your understanding about all of these parameters, everything. Increase your understanding. We've been too conditioned about everything, and we want to see instantaneous manifestation of everything. So if you change your understanding of life, if somebody did not simply invite for one simple tiny party, and we're just so worried about why we're not called, what's going on here? And so then if you change some understanding, and so then go through the sessions here every day, listen to what others are saying, and then change your understanding. Read some books we'll recommend on later this week. And then understanding changes, anxiety drops. Nobody allowing me to live life. Nobody cares for me. A very poor understanding. On the other hand, my thoughts create reality, and so if I feel that way, and if my thoughts and feelings create reality, if I feel that way, I continue to be in that reality. You understand that, and then come into present moment through meditation and change your thinking and say, I am cared by everyone. I'm loved and I have this love, beautiful amount of love with me. Say that and then see what happens. People start giving you attention and love the way you expect. I mean, the way you wanted it. Or even if they don't give, you will experience something beautiful within you with meditation. That drop, the requirement only drops. That somebody has to love you. Anxieties are based on unnecessary conditioning. They all go away if you regularly practice and regularly enhance yourself with a better understanding of life. The first understanding is you have infinite power. Second understanding is that power can be experienced through your thought and feeling. The third understanding is you're not this body, you are much bigger than this body. And so then everything about health and death and things have to go away. Everything about attachments have to go away and understand these three understandings we must have. And for that, whatever is necessary, we must do, study, and all the books will be given, and they'll give you that understanding. Yes.
Yes, I think we've covered the questions.
Okay, friends. So, Guru Purnima, I'm ever grateful to Master Patriji, Dr. GK, parents, and many, many, many masters that I come across, Dr. Newton, Karthikeyan sir, all our mentors, all the Buddha Sevas, Rakesh sir, Neha madam here, Jayashri madam, Vani madam, everybody. And then a great pranams to Patri sir with his way of giving, a freedom way of giving, allowing a lot of freedom that he enabled me to thrive. Without giving, he gave me so many things, whether it is correcting brochures, whether it is writing, whether it is allowing me to organize an event, which gained a rich set of experiences of life, of this increased understanding of life. In service, for example, when there are 10 trustees who are there together, each one have different opinions. The being in there, rather than trying to prove my point or the other and say I'm superior, I'm better, it being in there helped me to quickly accelerate agreeing to many viewpoints. And I recognize that everything is okay in the grand scheme of things. Everybody is allowed to experience, everybody allowed to express, and then everybody should be allowed to experience their reality. So then, rather than saying this is the best way, and then coming to an understanding that different viewpoints exist, so we don't have to get hectic up about it. Happened through service. When I wanted to run away from a situation like that, he said, "Don't run away." Gave a gentle nudge and guidance. Stay. Because we try to create a group that is very, very similar. Then complementary nature is when you learn a lot. That's what happens between wife and husband. By default, they come complementing. One seems to press the other's buttons, but then buttons should be with us, not with the remote control should be with us, not with somebody else. So meditation helps us to bring to that. That's what Patriji enabled by giving me so many experiences, so much knowledge each time when I'm at crossroads. It's a great master. We'll talk about some of my experiences with him today with the Guru Purnima meditation, and then we'll go into a long meditation today, 3 hours of meditation in the night. Many, many pyramid masters, many, many pyramid projects, PMCs are also organizing this program. And so one can tune into the channels or join our meditation. The bridge will be published to all of us in these groups. So those of you want to attempt to join these meditations, and they can easily go through. Even if you started now, you can just sit down and see what happens, experiment. You'll go through a 3-hour meditation just like that. I did my 6-hour meditation within 2 years of coming in, but then 3-hour meditations, long meditations within a few months. When I went to a physical program, I started just right then there. But now we have a lot more opportunity. So we'll see you all in the evening in the Guru Purnima of the whoever would like to join in the night, India at 9 p.m. it starts. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
I am the light of my soul. I am